Hello everyone, welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Unchained Keep. So today I'm gonna be doing the Coliseum one-on-one challenge, which was released yesterday and I couldn't make it, so I'm just gonna do it today. And also I'm sorry guys, but I just couldn't contain myself. I did everything on my own without recording. Sorry about that. So I'm not gonna be recording every single round because nobody's gonna watch them all, and they're pretty much easy. These ones are too easy to record. I mean, there's nothing hard about them or nothing fun to watch. So I'm just gonna do the rounds that really matter and the hardest ones. So yeah, let's begin with the processors, which is the first kind of considerable enemy. Complete within 2 turns. This is also too easy. Use 3 or more special attacks. Also pretty easy. So let's get in with Lady Luck. Why not? I remember back at the good old times, this enemy was released in the story quests when Alice got big and stuff. Spoiler alert for the beginners. And it was considered to be a paywall back then. I mean, really, and now we can just beat it in 2 attacks. Just the buff and Larksin B can beat this. I just used Illustrated Riku as well because it said use 3 or more special attacks. So yeah, this round is completed. I can't English. So all these rounds also give you 50 jewels, but I got them already, so there's pretty much nothing for me to get anymore. I'm just doing these quests for the video, because why not? Okay, let's go with the Dark Plant. Actually, no, it's also easy. Invisible is also easy. Let's go with the Black Gummy Copter. So these things have an attribute defense in everything. Let's go with Treasure Trove, because why not? Actually, let's go with Olympia. Because also why not? Okay, so I chose Olympia because Majesty is our main hitter, and I need Majesty to do a lot of damage. Oh, this thing has a very little HP. I thought it had more. So I'm playing a very easy round right now. Sorry about that, guys. I was supposed to play the hardest ones. I think that even without Sebastian, if Majesty's attack boost 2 had activated, I was gonna be able to make it. Like, seriously, this was ridiculously easy. Ridiculously. Okay, I just wasted 1 minute of the video. It's okay, it's okay. Black Copter Fleet, this is what I meant to play. It also has a speed gem, as you can see. So, let's go. But these fleets, guys, have a power defense attribute +3. So you don't want to use Olympia, you just want to use your Divine Rose instead, or just use Alice or Belle on your Olympia and try it out. So I'm gonna do both of these ones just for you guys. Let's pick a new setup. Okay, we're good. So firstly you need your buffer, which for us is going to be Sebastian. I don't use Ariel because I gave her defense boost 3 for other situations, and I use Sebastian instead because he's also 5-star, so I don't need seeds to put on any other medals. I can't English, remember that please. Okay, so as you can see, SP gauge 1. That's what I use when I need to 1-turn and stuff, and I use Ariel when I'm going for the high score challenges, and there are many gauge boxes. So firstly, you need your buffer here. Then you're gonna need Alice or Belle or whatever you've got. In my case, what should I use? I have them both guilted. I mean, I always get dotted buffers from my deals. From Epic Metal Carnivals, like really, I get everything orbed, like Belle and stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna use Belle because she also has Poison Plus, but I'll use her here. Also, I'm gonna use a Jack and actually, no, I'm gonna use her here. Because she doesn't do any damage anyway. And actually, no, I'll put her here. And I'll use Maui because he's more free-to-play friendly, so more people have him. So I'm gonna put Maui here and Majesty on the next one. Not this one, this one. With attack boost 2, and we're pretty much good to go. And I'm also going to use the Ever Christmas Sword. Okay, good. This is the one setup we're gonna use. And then I'll show you the other setup with Divine Rose. You need your buffers, you need your heavy hitters, and you also need Dispeller because of the attribute defenses that this Copter Fleet has. So let's go with anything really. Anything should do. But let's choose Putra's. Actually, let's choose a more free-to-play medal, which is going to be for us Majesty. Let's pick a Majesty. But it looks like we don't have a Majesty, so I'm just gonna pick Wider's Yuna. So let's go. Okay, as you can see, this is a much harder enemy than all of the others. So let's use our buffer. Use Maui. He doesn't do as much damage as he should be doing. Poison Plus activates, which is also good. And now we need AB2. We don't get the AB2. That's too bad. We get the AB2 in Christmas Sora though. Still pretty good. I'm gonna use my Nova here because we obviously need it. And even if I don't use Yuna, I can beat this, but I'm just gonna use her, because why not? It's for the video anyway. So if Majesty's attack boost 2 had activated, I would have not needed anything else, and it would have pretty much been over just with Majesty and Christmas Sora. And I wouldn't even need that Nova. Okay, so this is how you pretty much get the speed gem as well. And now I'm gonna do it the other way with Divine Rose as well. For Divine Rose, you don't need a debuffer because it doesn't have a power attribute, defense plus 3, and you don't have power medals anyway, so we're just gonna use Larxene B, because why not? She's a good medal, she's free to play medal. Now let's go. So yeah, I'm also using Jack and Sally, guys. I mean, not everyone has a Jack and Sally. This is not gonna work out for everyone, but it does work out for me. Jack and Sally is a very good medal. If you don't know what it does, it raises all your attribute attacks by 1 tier for 2 turns, and lowers the opponent's attribute defenses by 1 tier for 2 turns, as you can see. So this works out pretty nicely, and now I'm gonna use my Donald, which is gonna do... Donald does too much damage for Divine Rose, and Larxene B is gonna finish this off. As you can see, it's much easier with Divine Rose because you don't need a Dispeller and waste one of those Keyblade slots. And also, Divine Rose has slightly stronger multipliers than Olympia, and Larxene B does the job pretty well as well. And that's how you get a speed gem in a second way. So I'm not gonna do treasure trove as well. I mean, you get the idea pretty much. You pretty much get the idea. Okay, does this have a lot of HP? Okay, next up is gonna be Wayward Wardrobe, because I know this enemy has a lot of HP as well, so I'm gonna do this one as well. Just pick your Larxene B, your Donald B, and go with Divine Rose. I mean, Sleeping Lion is not too good yet, because there are not too many good upright single target medals. And go with your buffer and your other buffers and stuff. I'm just gonna use one Jack and Sally because I don't need more of them. And use your Larxene B, Marluxia B, whatever you're using, and you're good to go. Anyway, that was supposed to kill with attack boost 2, or you just use your shared metal as well. It's gonna do the job pretty well. I just use my Nova because I need to save gauges. I'm gonna use it anyway for later. I pretty much use Divine Rose for everything, guys. I mean, it does the work much better than any other Keyblade, because I have the proper metals to use on it. Gargoyle. Let's do the Gargoyle as well. I'm gonna do it with my normal Olympia setup. And let's go. Just to conserve gauges on my Divine Rose, that is. And because not everyone has Jack and Sally, so yeah. Just use your buffer and your Majesty, and that should be out of your way pretty nicely. It's over. So easy. And my attack boost 2 didn't trigger, right? Majesty is God. Like, seriously, it does so much damage. 4.25 multiplier with a tier 3 guild? That's amazing. It does... What's its multiplier? 8.5? That's amazing. Cannon Gun! Our best buddy. Here he is. For this one, I can only make it with Divine Rose, guys, because I don't have many good medals for Olympia. So in we go with Divine Rose. Just get your strongest friend medal, single target friend medal. I can speak. I'm gonna go with Zaldin. What does he have? Attack boost 2. What does Majesty have? Attack boost 3 and it's Majesty, so I'm just gonna pick that Majesty and get in there. Okay, Cannon Gun doesn't have as much HP as other enemies, but still it has those attribute defenses. You need a Dispeller like Alice or Belle. Actually, yeah, I should have gone with Olympia and used Alice and Belle. Okay, so I just used my buffers, my debuffers. Its attribute defenses are gone. My special attack is up. My normal attack is up, so Larxene B should be more than enough to take this out. Actually, it's just enough. But anyway, 16 gauges for the next enemies. I'm not gonna do the skill activation thingy because its prices are just not any good. I don't care about getting that Moogle. I already have enough money, so yeah. That was round 5 out of 10. And round 6 out of 10 is gonna be the yellow Copter Fleet, which we also hate. For this one, you're not gonna need Divine Rose. You can do it with Divine Rose as well, but I'm gonna do it with Olympia, because I also need to conserve those gauges. And I'm gonna choose a power medal because this one has attribute defenses apart from power defense, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go with Larxene B. She should do the job pretty well. Okay, +5. That's quite a lot. So yeah, let's go with Sebastian. Hopefully Axel's APP will trigger. Yes, nice. Just fill your Keyblade with buffers and your Majesty. That should do the job. As you see, speed attribute, magic attribute, and defense down. So it doesn't have any power attribute up. And Majesty is gonna do a lot of damage. actually almost takes it out. Okay, 2 taps are enough, and you're good. Wave dashing for Kingdom Hearts Unchained key confirmed. Okay, on to the next one, which is gonna be the Wyvern. It says equip the 3 wishes, so I'm gonna do that as well. Why not? I'm just gonna change this setup a little bit. I'm gonna put my Donald here because he's single target and he's gonna do much more damage that way. Okay, so let's go. And Wider's Yuna should do it work pretty well. And let's go. Wyvern has +2 bars, but it's level 285 and also has an attack buff. I can't speak. So that makes him a little bit harder of an enemy. So you just use your buff, Illustrated Terra, Cogsworth, Jack and Sally, whatever you've got. Anything does the job pretty well. And your Donald should do the job pretty well. Also your shared metal, you're gonna need that as well. I'm just gonna do this with Demix. He also does the job pretty well. And for 1 gauge, he's a pretty nice metal. But I don't use 3 wishes anymore, I only use Divine Rose. So yeah. And also Donald does, classic Donald does much more damage than Demix because he's also boosted. And has a much higher multiplier, so he pretty much outclasses Demix completely. Now Gigas Shadows is gonna be a much harder tougher challenge. And we're gonna need a strong magic metal for this. I wish we had that Ursula here, but we don't. Jack and Sally. Let's pick this one. Jack and Sally is a beast, guys. Jack and Sally for the win. I know that not all groups have a Jack and Sally, neither on their own or in their party, shared, but still, look at this Donald, guys. Look at this Donald. See how much damage he does? You don't need Jack and Sally, just use your Cogsworth, Moana, whatever you've got. And you should be fine. Maybe use 3 wishes and Moana along with Donald's, and it's also gonna do the trick pretty well. And you also need Sebastian or Ariel, that's also pretty good. And now Red Copter Fleet, guys, it's here. Another tough enemy you should consider beating quickly. So I'm gonna go with the same setup because it's a tough enemy. I think this is the one with the most HP, or Cerberus. This one or Cerberus. Anyway, one of them. You need to go all out on this Copter Fleet. And as you can see, my phone lags when I encounter a fleet, whatever it is. Nice APP. Now I have enough gauges. And the Lark CMP is gonna do much less damage because it also has it had an attribute speed defense. Okay, so we can actually take it out without using Nova. And that's pretty amazing. And 18 gauges. I started out with 16 and now I have 18. The power of attack price plus. And I also got the last objective, which I hadn't done before. Pretty nice. And last enemy, last round 10 out of 10, is level 300 Cerberus. I remember in the previous gem challenges we had Cloud, which was way back when the first gems began emerging. We didn't even have tier 2 medals guilted back then, and we had to beat a level 300 Cloud. Dude, that was so hard to do. We needed defense boost, paralysis. We didn't even have the paralysis plus skills or sleep plus. We didn't have anything, and we had to beat these with tier 1 medals. 3D Riku, oh my goodness, I remember the good old times. So let's go, and that's been 20 minutes and a half into the video. I can't pronounce video. Okay, so Cerberus is much easier to one turn than the red Copter Fleet because it doesn't have any attribute defenses. And he also restores a lot of gauges, so we're pretty much good to go. Donald triggers, it's pretty much over, guys. Activate your Luxing Bee and kick Cerberus's ass. And use your Nova or your shared metal. I'm just gonna Nova this thing. My Nova does 41,000 damage on level 300 enemies though. It does like 79,000 on raid bosses. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the Coliseum 1-on-1 challenge, guys. I hope I helped even a little bit. Just write a comment if you need any help, or maybe if I should improve something in my videos, like maybe not using Jack and Sally and use only free-to-play medals. I will do pretty much anything. I don't have an issue with it. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye. And I have to learn how to speak English properly.